do. I want you to be so new in the season that you're going into, in the season of just transition and change, so new to the point where you are unrecognizable to old eyes. You better make sure in the next season of your life that the people who walked away from you knows what they're missing. What's up, family? I just got back from the gym and God placed this message in my heart to share with you. First of all, we are going to talk about how you need to stop worrying about what people are doing. Stop worrying about what she's doing. Stop worrying about what he's doing, what you did yesterday. All those things have one thing in common. You can't control it. Stop focusing on the things that you can't control, and let's focus on the things that we can control. So we're going to talk about how you need to focus on you until the focus is on you. Now, I'm not sure if you heard me. Matter of fact, I know you heard me, but the real question is, are you listening? Let's get into it. Like I said, today we're going to dive into how you need to start focusing on you until the focus is on you. The best investment that you can do is on yourself. That's the best investment, putting all your energy into yourself. Stop focusing on what people are doing. Stop scrolling on other people's profiles, worrying about where they're at. They're all distractions, and they're not going to get you any closer to where you ultimately want to become. Because you need to remember that every decision that you make today is a vote towards the person you want to be tomorrow. So the real question is, who do you want to be tomorrow? And on reflecting on the past, be honest with yourself. Have you really been showing up for yourself? If every single decision you make today is a vote towards a person you want to be tomorrow, how have you been voting? Be honest with yourself. And that's okay. But from this point forward, how about you just start waking up and really showing up for yourself? And I say that with so much love and compassion, because I know you can do it. I know you can become the person that you truly desire. I know you can tap into your true potential if you just lock in. You just start focusing on yourself. You just start tuning out the noise. Stop falling into comparison. The society that we live in, with social media, advertisers telling you you're not good enough until you purchase their products or things, it's so easy to feel like you aren't good enough. It's so easy to compare yourself to others. But I'm sure you've heard this quote before, and if you haven't, I'm glad you heard it from me first. Comparison is a thief of joy. Because life is like a gym. You look to your right, and there's someone that you wish you could be. And then you look to your left, and there's someone that would die to be in your position. And I heard this other quote that talked about how if everybody in the world took their problems and threw it in a circle, you look at other people's problems and then grab yours and run. Even on your worst days, you're living like somebody on your best. So that's just me sprinkling a little bit of gratitude in your direction. Be grateful for where you're at, but be excited about where you're going. And you know what? I'm going to talk about this. We live in a society where instant gratification, that cheap dopamine, is so easily accessible. Going to parties, smoking, drinking, just that temporary pleasure, sex, whatever it may be, that instant gratification, that cheap dopamine, first of all, it doesn't even lead you to success. It leads you further away from it because it doesn't require discipline or consistency to even access these things. And not only that, the consequences of partaking in these cheap dopamine is you start feeling like crap afterwards. So it never is worth it. It feels good grabbing that bag of chips and eating it and feeling good afterwards, or going to the party, drinking and being surrounded by people that don't really care in that moment about you or tomorrow. But you know what really just feels so good to do? To lock in, to set aside that cheap dopamine and tell yourself, you know what? I'm getting that expensive stuff. I'm locking in and making a sacrifice. Because when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else. When you say no to the parties, you're saying yes to your future and your goals. But when you say yes to the parties, it works inversely. You're saying no to your future success. You're saying no to the future version of yourself. That's what I mean by when I say every decision you make today is a vote towards your person you want to be tomorrow. Who do you want to be tomorrow? So I want you to start looking at your decisions and your actions very differently, not to overwhelm you. Don't worry about what you're going to do in 5 days or tomorrow. Just focus on the next 5 minutes. That's all you need to do. If you start making better decisions in your next 5 minutes, which is like, you don't know, make your bed, wash the dishes, go to sleep a little bit earlier, wake up slightly earlier, get out of bed. Those simple little tweaks push you slightly closer to your success. And that's all you need, because those simple little tweaks, that 1% getting better every single day, it compounds over time. And then before you know it, by the end of the year, you are unrecognizable to old eyes. That's the season you need to get into. I want you to be so new in the season that you're going into, in the season of just transition and change, so new to the point where you are unrecognizable to old eyes. And you better make sure that this is what I mean by you need to focus on you until the focus is on you. You better make sure in the next season of your life that the people who walked away from you knows what they're missing. You better do something so big and so strong with your life that they have to sit on the couch and say to themselves, that's the one that got away, man. And you need to lock in on your success, lock in on your dreams, lock in on your goals. And it's so easy for us, at least a lot of people, to go through a painful experience and just kind of sit in it and not do much and kind of self-sabotage. How about I give you a suggestion and do something different this time? Take that pain and suffering and channel it into your success. Channel that pain into progress. Channel that pain into power. Use that pain as power and fuel for your next season. And you know what? The title of your next season should be, you know what it should be? It should be Rip Me Out the Box or Rip Me Out the Plastic because I'm acting brand new. And when I say this, I mean in the matter of fact of it coincides with what I just said. You got to be so new that you are unrecognizable to old eyes. You got to be ripped out the plastic and acting brand new. People want to start asking what happened in the best way possible. What happened to them? They kind of just locked in. They stayed in their own lane and they seem happier. Seems like they're doing well for themselves. And success is just kind of, coming out of them. They're producing results. I got to find out what's going on over there. People will start flocking over to you. And I said this before, that cheap dopamine, it coincides with the idea of we live in a microwave society. We want that instant gratification, that instant success. That's not real life. Because that instant gratification comes with instant consequences. Ooh, I know you heard me, but are you listening? You know what we need to do? If you've been fortunate enough to have me close to your life, close enough to hear this come out of my mouth, then you were special or you are special. And I don't mean that in like a cocky way. I mean that in like, oh, I'm so glad I was able to at least give you this perspective. And this perspective I'm going to share with you right now in this moment is we don't need to microwave our success or microwave our production. You know what we need to do? We need to bake. We got to use a slow cooker. We got to take our time with it because real success, real actual results in success that last forever, not just for a season, not just for now, but forever requires for you to bake, which means more ingredients, a longer, slower, intentional process. Tell yourself, you know what? I might not be exactly where I want to be tomorrow, or maybe in a month, or a couple months, or even a year, but 5 years from now, oh, it's going to be scary where I'm at. 10 years from now, oh, forget about it. And they say that we often overestimate what we're able to accomplish in a year. That's why we suffer and fumble on our New Year's resolutions. Actually, 80% of people that partake or embark on this New Year's resolution journey fail. Because we overestimate what we're capable of doing within a year. And we rely so much on will. Will won't get us there. But you know what we underestimate our own capability of doing? We underestimate our ability of what we're able to accomplish in a decade, in 10 years. And that's my mindset. My mindset is wait 10 years from now, 5 years from now. I'm going to be so far from where I'm at right now. Every single decision and move that I'm making right now is for 5 years from now. It's from 10 years from now. There's so many people that just so focus on, wake up one day, I don't feel like showing up today. I don't feel like being in this relationship today. It just doesn't feel right. it's a choice to show up even when it doesn't feel right. That's how you're going to be successful in a relationship, in a business, in your success, in your fitness, all areas of your life that you want to excel in in the overall personal development journey. The only way you're going to succeed is when you show up and make a choice, even on days when you don't. That's when you hear about these stories of these marriages that last 40, 50, 60 years. And that's the difference between marriages that last that long and marriages that crumble after just a couple years. Because things start getting hard and they stop choosing each other and stop showing up for each other, and let alone show up for themselves. So all in all, focus on you until the focus is on you. Let the results speak for themselves. Don't try to tell people what you're doing or what your next move is. Let your results speak for yourself. Stay locked in. Stop trying to show off, buy these flashy clothes or cars or whatever. No, let the results speak for themselves. Start hitting the gym. You start getting into shape. You getting into shape, filling into your clothes a little bit different, feeling more confident, putting out different type of energy, that's going to speak for itself. You being able to smile, even though people just heard that you went through a breakup like a week ago, aka something like me, right? Still be able to smile, show up on social media, show up in the gym and show up for people. That speaks louder. You essentially, people hearing that you're in a tough season or a tough spot, but yet you still find a way to shine and glow. That speaks louder. So just focus on you until the focus is on you. And I'll say it again for the people in the back. Focus on you until the focus is on you. And I want to give you guys this opportunity. Men, I'm speaking to you right now. If you're going through a breakup, if you're recovering from a breakup, if you feel lost, but you're ambitious and you want to make it out of this season, then let me help you. Down below is access to my private community and program. It gives you access to this application within a monthly investment where you get direct access to me, but not only me, you get access to like-minded men on the same exact journey, which is positive change, being able to understand their emotions and remind themselves who they are, and being able to recover from a breakup and be the best version of themselves. If that's something that you're interested in, click below, because at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for you to focus on you so that the focus can be on you. Be locked in, man. And I just want to say thank you so much for just making it this far in this video. Being on this journey. I love making these videos. This is sitting and talking or being in the gym, just sharing my perspective and mindset, kind of taking my brain and just plopping it out there. I come up with a topic, but nothing else is scripted. This is just how I look at the world. And if you relate to any of the content that I put out there, I just want to say I appreciate you, because it reminds me that I'm not alone. And I hope you feel the same. Men, women, whoever, anybody. I appreciate your support. And honestly, I hope I left you just a little bit better by the end of this video than when you started. Because if I was able to do that, then that's enough. Because you're enough. I hope you have a better rest of your day. I appreciate your support. Subscribe, like, leave a comment below about just your favorite part, what you liked, what resonated with you. I love reading the comments. I love the support and the energy. Let's make this just like a nice, happy community. Have a better rest of your day. Peace from Dees.